Hey everybody, welcome to Sad Panda Presents. This is a podcast about music that we're going to talk about different albums we're listening to. Right now we're taking a break from the staff pick list of Consequence of Sound. This week we are talking about the album No Snitching Is My Statement by a rapper named Stitches. Fair warning, we might use some coarse language. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Shade.
Yeah, and so this album was a listener suggestion by our good friend Caleb Malpe.
Yes, it was, Mr. Caleb. Yes, Caleb decided we needed to review this album. So we had the individual pleasures of listening to Stitches.
We sure did. We sure did.
Yeah, I damn sure listened to it.
Yeah. All right. So a little bit about Stitches the rapper. His name is Philip Katsabanis. He was born in 1995. His stage name is obviously Stitches. He's an American artist. And he is from Miami, Florida. Now, Shane, I want to run you through a couple of questions I've got.
A quiz, if you would.
just a little quiz. Now, what would you say, Mr. Stitches here does to make that paper?
Well, before listening to the album or afterward?
Well, okay, so after listening to this album, what do you think this man does to make money?
Call it a hunch, but I think he sells drugs.
I think he sells drugs.
I think he sells drugs, yeah. I'm pretty sure he sells drugs. But I don't think you're supposed to tell anybody.
Well, okay, so what would give you that impression?
Oh.
Every song on the album?
Every 20 seconds on this album. Every 20 to 30 seconds, I'm reminded that yes, he is in fact a drug dealer.
Okay, so now, how do you think he gets these drugs to his customers?
I don't know, because you're not supposed to tell anybody, so it's kind of like Fight Club.
I have a sneaking suspicion that he sends them using a service that's apparently rhymes with mayo. We're gonna call it the mail.
The mail, yeah, when you tried to rhyme mayo with mail. He's quite the wordsmith. I mean, really, I've got a couple of little.
Well, hold on. Before we get to that, I'm not done with my quiz here yet.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. Go on, Trebek.
If you get in his way or you fuck with him, what is he gonna do to you?
I believe, body bag, I believe.
Yeah, he's gonna kill you.
He's definitely gonna kill you.
he's gonna kill you, but on the way to killing you, he's gonna throw a brick in your face. And
he will throw a brick in your face.
And he's gonna fuck your girlfriend.
That is true. Totally. How did I forget that gem?
Okay. Last question, and this is a yes or no question. Does he give a fuck about what people think about all of the tattoos on his face?
No, he does not.
No, he does not.
No, he does not.
Very clear as well.
No, he does not. And have you looked at the tattoos?
Oh, I've seen a few pictures.
He definitely has a lot of stitches on his face.
Yeah.
Around the mouth and a la Joker from the Dark Knight style.
Right. Yeah, he is tatted up. So,
yes, he is.
I know we kind of skipped intros this time, but I just really wanted to get that quiz out there.
I'm sad to say I think I failed.
No. I think you pretty much nailed it.
However, I think we both failed in listening to Stitches. No snitching is my statement.
Okay, so we're gonna roll it back, and I'm gonna, what's been going on, my man? Aside from listening to this album, let's roll it back to our intros.
Not a lot of really. I shot 2 turtles today.
Okay.
I know that's probably really illegal, but
probably.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, we have a pellet gun up at the lake, and there were a bunch of turtles eating our bait when we were fishing about a week ago. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shoot these sons of bitches. and the sight's not real good. It aims a little high.
Yeah.
And so my accuracy is not the best.
Right.
I think I've had a better accuracy rating in Galaga than I had today.
Yeah.
So, but I got 2 of those sons of bitches. So,
well, I like turtles, so I'm not super thrilled, but you know, to each his own.
I mean, they're fine, but there are like a lot of them.
Okay,
like
well,
a lot of them.
it's you know, it's one of my favorites. So not a fan, but I will say I'm not gonna snitch. I'll say that.
Well, I was gonna say I didn't throw a brick in their face or fuck their girlfriend, so I didn't really do the album justice while I was murdering things today.
No, you didn't.
So you know, I mean, missed opportunities in life. You know,
opportunities. So
what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So
yeah. So what about you, bud? How many? Let me ask you this: how many times did it take you to listen to this? How many attempts did it take to get through the entire album?
Okay, so a couple, I think, because the first time I listened to it, I just ran out of time while I was listening. And then I was listening to it while I was working on guitars in the workshop last weekend. So honestly, it was one of those things I put on in the background and kind of forgot about. As much as you can until like there's some weird shit that comes up, some weird Lil Jon imitation that he comes out with. But I did successfully burn the ever-living fuck out of my hand a few days ago. Yeah, I was cooking dinner and it was like steak and some fingerling potatoes, and so I started the potatoes on the stovetop, and then threw them. You know, I was just using an oven-safe pan. And threw them in the oven, and remembered to use a hot pad when I pulled the pan out of the oven. And then when I went to go flip the potatoes again, I grabbed the fucking pan with my bare hand, and 450 degrees does not feel great on your bare hand.
No, it does not.
No, so that sucked. But I did also find something interesting at the store, and it was banana bread beer. So
go on.
That's a thing. I don't remember the brewery that made it. I already drank the 6-pack that I had, so it wasn't so bad that I didn't finish it. Because I'm gonna finish the beer. It was interesting. It was, you know, those little like yellow banana candies that you get in a bag of Runts or whatever those things are called. It kind of tasted like that weird banana candy flavor mixed with beer. Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah, but
I have heard that like banana flavored beer is real big in like South Africa, from what I remember. Somebody saying they were talking about different beers, and he was saying that that in there that they drink that shit a lot.
I don't know.
Strange.
It was odd. It's probably not something I'm gonna purchase again, but it wasn't awful either. Like it was okay.
Yeah.
And then I went to the liquor store today and I found something that they had a sign up that said new to Indiana. So I was like, all right, well, let's try this out. And it is, apparently made in Cincinnati. It is a brewery called Rheingeist, and it is called Andromeda Pale Ale. And it is pretty light. And it's not super bitter. It's a 5.7. It's, the description on the back of the can says, brewed once upon a time in a galaxy not so far away, Andromeda Pale Ale casts a constellation of interstellar hop flavor, illuminating the palate with notes of peach, mandarin, and freshly cut grass. Pay heed to the heavens before indulging. A hop shower cometh. So interesting. The artwork is like a teardrop that fades into a skull. It's kind of odd. It's good though. It's like, this is something I would drink after like a long day of work when you just want something to cool off and chill out. It's good for that.
Oh, right on. Andromeda, that's the closest galaxy to us, right? Isn't that the closest to us?
That sounds right, but I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's supposed to collide into our galaxy in like 40,000 years and then kill everything. So
yeah, something like that. So
yeah, but we'll all be dead by then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't plan on living that long. So yeah. There was another thing that I read this week. Really interesting article. Netflix has announced, the main cast of its live action Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, really?
They have. They've named 4 characters. Or they've named 4 main people.
Yeah.
So John Cho is going to be our Spike Spiegel.
Oh, I thought Keanu was going to do it. He's not?
No, according to the articles I'm reading, and this was recently announced, John Cho is going to take that helm.
Oh, cool.
So that should be interesting because I don't know that I've seen him do like serious action or like this kind of theme. You know what I mean? Because he's Harold from Harold and Kumar.
Oh, I was going to ask you who that was.
Yeah.
Oh, so John Cho. Oh, wow.
Interesting choice, I thought.
Well, he's kind of got the hair and shit. Like, I can see it.
Yeah, no, I can totally see it. It's just that I thought it was an interesting choice because, you know, he made like his big break in comedy and, you know, hasn't done I don't know his filmography, but I don't remember seeing him in anything like super serious. And I mean, Cowboy Bebop has its light moments, but it's for the most part, it's pretty dark and it's pretty serious, you know? So I think it's going to be really interesting. Like, I'm not discouraged by this actor because I think he's a good actor. I'm just really interested. Yeah,
that is super cool. Well, wasn't he in what was that newer movie, Searching?
I don't know, man.
I think it was like up for an Oscar or some shit like that, or it was like a really. He was
in Star Trek.
That is true.
So I don't know. So I guess but even Star Trek is kind of campy and light.
That is true.
So I don't know. There's also going to be the guy playing Jet is Mustafa Shakir. I'm not really familiar with this guy. He's been in other things. I just don't know. I don't know. He was in season 2 of Luke Cage as some character. I'm not familiar with the series. He was in the HBO series The Deuce. Again, I'm not familiar. So who knows? I don't know. Faye Valentine will be played by Daniela Pineda. They didn't put the Inya on there, so I don't know if it's Pineda or Pineda. I'm not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know her from anything either, so I'm sure she's been in stuff. And then lastly, she was in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, The Detour, and Inside Amy Schumer. Okay. And then lastly, we have the man who will play Vicious has also been named, and that will be Alex Hassel. He was in something called The Bisexual and in season 2 of Genius. Don't know either of those. So, don't know. So it's an interesting cast of people I'm not really familiar with.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool that John Cho, like, I like that for Spiegel. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. And I don't know, man. It's going to be, Netflix has had some really good stuff, but they've also had a couple of flops. So I'm really hopeful. Cause like I know they did Iron Fist and that kind of flopped.
Yeah.
But they also did like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Daredevil, and those were all pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, Daredevil was fucking cool.
Plus,
like, I was really impressed.
Plus, Watanabe, however you pronounce that.
Watanabe.
He's the director of the original anime, and he's going to be a consultant on the project. So that's cool.
Oh, cool. I wonder if they're going to keep the same jazz feel. That'd be fucking cool if they kept the music.
Man.
'Cause that was like a lot of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, they really need to keep the jazz. Like, I would be okay if they used all of the same music. But I think they should, I imagine what they'll do, because they probably don't have the rights to that music. So I imagine what they'll do is come up with their own score.
The score, but something, I mean, in the same style of that.
I really hope so. I really hope so.
Because too, because like, that was like,
dude, the music was what
made it.
Yeah, dude, it brought you into the series. The story kept you, but the music was like, oh, I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, for sure. And that was a real, like the OST for that was, I listened to that over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. So Radical Ed will be in the series, but they have not the casting is still ongoing for that. They haven't chosen a character, or person.
For Ed?
For Ed. Right.
Edward.
So if Ed comes along, then Ein will be there too.
Of course, you have to have Ein.
You do.
I feel like
Ein dog.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because he's like that crazy robot dog. Like,
yeah. So I'm curious. They're slated for 10 episodes. And so we will see how this plays out. I don't know. They don't have a release date on here. So who knows?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
They just got casting. I mean, they're still casting, so it's going to be a minute before they even start shooting, like production begins.
Yeah. But, we probably won't see this for a couple of years.
For sure. But, I'm excited. That's fucking cool. Hell yes, Will.
Yeah, I'm really excited too.
I wonder if they're going to do like, I'd like to think that they would do different stuff too, but I'd really like if they added like a couple of like classic episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Pierre Lafleur.
Oh, dude.
That is such a fucked up episode.
If they did that episode, so I would love them to just grab a couple of episodes like you're saying out of the anime, and that's absolutely got to be one of them. And then of course like the finale with the showdown between Spike and Vicious has to be in there too as the season finale, right?
Yeah, for sure. And with what's the girlfriend's name? Julia, yeah. Yeah, cause then if they do that, then they'd have to like do, like the Jupiter Jazz one with the jazz player guy, and then the final ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the two different ones, yeah, where they fought twice, I think, right?
Yeah,
like once in the kind of the beginning, and then once in the middle, and then at the end.
For sure. So it's gonna be interesting, cause man, it's just gonna be, I hope they fucking knock it out of the park. I really do.
Yeah, for sure.
I know I'm going to be going into it with severe bias.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be like, it's going to take some, I'm going to have to watch it more than once to let it grow on me, because I'm going to go in with a chip on my shoulder. You know what I mean?
100%.
Even though I don't want to, I know I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Like, which kind of sucks, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I mean, cause like a lot of those like good anime movies have like really flopped. Like,
right.
Like Ghost in the Shell and all that. Like I saw bits of it, but after about 20, 30 minutes in, I was like, no, I can't do it. And
yeah,
like Aeon Flux too, like it just didn't pan out.
Yeah. I mean,
but hopefully doing a series, it'll flesh it out a little more too.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. I think that's where a lot of the anime, like live action movies have kind of like not been all that great, is because you're coming from a series where you know this character background, but they're trying to make a movie where they have to flesh out all these character stories in a 2-hour spot, because not everybody's seen the anime and they still want to appeal to everybody, right? So you have to do all this like world building, and that we as an anime viewer have over the years, like, you know, had multiple seasons. In some cases, and others like Cowboy Bebop, it's one season, but still like, you have an entire season to flesh out this world and to build these characters and to show these entire arcs, and like to cram that into 2 hours. I'm glad they're not doing it as a movie. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I think they learned their lesson with Death Note.
Yeah.
That you can't do a fucking movie, cause like, the only good part of Death Note was Ryuk. Like, Ryuk was fucking creepy, and it was, what's his name? Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
And that was like the only saving grace to that bit.
But like, those actors, the actors that they chose weren't awful. It's just they didn't have time to build the story arc, you know? Like, so.
For sure.
It was all rushed, and everything felt so forced because they didn't have a choice. And, you know, they could have done, if they had done a series of that, they probably could have made it a hell of a lot better. Cause they stuck pretty close to the anime story, just trying to condense all of season 1 into a fucking movie, which was a mistake.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
yeah, and they didn't have that real dramatic point where he's like, I'm gonna take a potato chip and eat it. Like, Like, if you haven't seen the show, then like what? Like,
Yeah.
but it was like a big thing where he ate the
Right.
potato chip.
Right. Oh man. So
yeah. Anyway,
so I read that yesterday or the day before, and I was just like, all right, we got to talk about this.
oh yeah.
So those were the things I wanted to get out. We can go back to Stitches.
Well, yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the positives because there's not many.
uh-huh.
Okay, so back to a little bit of background. This is his first mixtape that was turned into an album, but his debut album was for drug dealers only the next year. This was released in 2014. Debut album for drug dealers only was in 2015. So this is a mixtape. For being a mixtape, surprisingly well mixed and produced as far as like audio quality goes. This was, for me, easier to listen to as background music than Pavement, because Pavement was so poorly mixed and so poorly produced, and they did, I don't know, it was grating. This was at least like generic rap beats in the background. Okay, fine. It's not like super grating, because it's actually produced to an acceptable level.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
His voice isn't god awful. It's, I don't know, it's okay at best.
He sounds like a busted DMX, man.
Yeah, like, man, he's trying to emulate some people that he idolizes, and you can really tell.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all my positives.
Yeah. So hey, do you like 240 to 280 beats per minute? Do you like a 3-note anything, hi-hat, snare, bass, bells, anything?
Yeah.
This is right up your alley.
Yeah, this is
you like yelling and scales over and over again.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Yeah, man, this was like trying to actively listen to this was a grind.
It took me about 4 times to get through this entire album. I had to constantly take breaks because I was like, dude, I can't. I got through like 3 songs. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Shit. There's something else to watch this out of. So, because apparently this does not run in blood. The initial song, it runs in my blood. I've got to say, he's quite the lyricist. He rhymes like, bad and sad, jewels and fools.
Oh man, dude, the rhymes are so bad.
Way with day. Yeah, yayo with bail. And mail.
He rhymes trust with trust. He rhymes fuck with, fuck. He rhymes moment with, moment. Do you see where I'm going here?
Oh, my favorite is he rhymes Miley Cyrus with Miley Cyrus, right. And Paris Hilton with Hilton.
Hilton, yes. Yeah. So, man, he's quite the wordsmith is the way to.
Yeah, he kind of. I was just writing because I was making notes, and I actually saw him in one of the videos for "Breaking Your Face."
Oh God, you watched one of the videos? Oh man, I just looked at pictures. I didn't look at videos. He made
He made videos. Yeah, there's a couple of them. So he kind of looks like the Joker from Suicide Squad mixed with the lead singer from Diane Wood. If you've ever seen the movie Chappie, it was kind of like a mixture of those.
Fuck, man, I was taking a drink. You almost made me spit that all over my computer. Oh, okay, yeah, but the difference between him and Diane Wood is that they're talented.
This is true. Weird as fuck, but yes, it's true. I'm just saying, just looks. He looks like the guy. Yeah. He looks the Joker from Suicide Squad and Diane Wood. Yeah. And then he's got like a Tony Montana, DMX, Henry Hill from fucking Fuck You Pay Me kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Mixed all together, and it's like the worst version of all that combined.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
So
I forgot my favorite ones.
Okay.
He rhymes 11 with 7-Eleven and heaven.
Oh man.
Let's see. What did on the, I didn't even write I think it's all I know. He's got 2 nuggets of knowledge that I'm pretty impressed with.
Okay.
He said his best friend is his lawyer.
Yeah.
And that's a good move. That's a good move in his business.
And the fact that you're telling everybody about it.
But don't tell nobody.
Oh yeah. Don't tell anybody. Oh God. Oh dude. Oh,
and the most intelligent thing about this album is that he spells drugs correctly. He spells the word drugs correctly. And I was, all right. Well played. I've been impressed. So on the song Don't Tell Nobody, the line goes, 40 bricks of straight blow, 40 pounds of straight dro, pints of lean, pounds of molly. If I serve your ass, do not tell nobody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
He did mention a triple beam balance, which I was impressed. I was like, oh, shit.
Okay.
Triple beam. Okay. He was talking about weight and stuff, and he said triple beam. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that is the most accurate way to weigh things. All right.
That is, at least he knows his business. Well played. Don't use that electronic shit. That's
So I don't know, man. Do we want to go through this or I mean, that's our usual format, or do we want to just keep dogging on this thing?
I mean, we've got runs in my blood because it runs in his blood.
Right.
And no snitching is the statement behind my name.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
He's got loves for my haters.
Yeah.
Which he has love for his haters, but he talks about killing them.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
also,
he does.
He's 18 years old.
Let's see. If he was born in 2005 and this was released in 2014, he would have been 19 when this was released, but 18 when he recorded it, most likely.
Yeah, he says it in Love for My Haters.
That's right. Yeah, he does. I think he says it in another song too.
In the song Kingpin.
Okay.
And that, if you didn't catch Kingpin, that is a quarter of the song. Literally, it's just Kingpin.
Well, see,
anger.
Now see, if we go straight to the, there's the first song, the male song. No, breaking your face.
Breaking your face.
Breaking your face. The intro is, now what you gonna do with it? Over and over and over again. And at the end of the first verse, he straight up just yells, "I love selling blow," like 4 or 5 times.
Yes, he does. I'm sure he loves selling blow because he says it a lot, and he is very, very excited about it.
He really, really does.
Yeah. I mean, there's something to be said about being passionate at what you do. I mean, at least he's got that going for. I hate my fucking job, so I mean, like.
He loves his job. I don't know. Let's see.
I mean, he's chasing his bliss, dog. You can't shame anybody for that.
Yeah.
Like,
he's got 3 kids.
That hurts my heart.
Yeah.
He procreated.
He was married from 2012 to 2017. This motherfucker has a Wikipedia page, okay? This is where I'm pulling all these facts from. He's a goddamn Wikipedia page. Anyway.
Oh, he does have a tattoo of his kid on his face.
Okay.
Another thing.
Do you he was married from 2012 to 2017, so that marriage lasted 5 years. He has 3 children. Do you want to guess what any of their names are? You're not going to get it. It's not blow or cocaine or weed. But okay, so Evelyn. All right. Then we've got Rocco.
Okay.
And lastly, Rex. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, Evelyn can get a good job.
Yeah.
she can fill out a W-2 just fine. That'd be all right.
Yeah, but she won't.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, you gotta have faith. Like, children are our future.
Yeah.
And I hope for the best.
Oh God. Yeah.
I wish him well.
Yeah.
Rocco, I mean, I feel like he's gonna bust heads for a living.
Yeah.
Rocco, you gotta be somebody's, Rocco Knuckles or some shit like that.
Yeah, I
loan
mean,
shark or some shit.
do you think his son Rocco is living a modern life?
I don't know. I don't know.
You think he's a phone sex operator?
He could be. Well, no, he couldn't be. Not yet. He's not quite old enough to make a mixtape.
Well,
like his father.
I mean, you don't know that.
I got a hunch.
So, well, I was just you know, I was putting down some Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
I'm not laughing, but I got it.
Yeah. All right. So this, so Stitches, outside of this mixtape, No Snitching is my statement. He has 9 studio albums.
Get the fuck out of here.
The last 5 of those were released in 2018.
What?
He is working. He released 5 goddamn albums in 2018.
I mean, where do you go from here?
Oh, man.
I feel like you blew your load on your first one. This is how do you go upward?
Okay, so this is his first mixtape. He has 2 other mixtapes that were released in 2015 before he released his first studio album. The 2 other mixtapes are titled Brick Bible, okay? And the third mixtape is Supply and Demand. So we're sticking with the theme here.
Okay.
His first studio album is For Drug Dealers Only.
Yeah.
Okay. Followed by Tales of a Drug Lord. Yeah. All right. Okay. That was continued with Cocaine Holiday.
The Christmas album, okay.
Yeah. I hope so. God, I hope so. If it's not, I'm going to be disappointed.
I'll never know.
Okay, so in 2017 is when Cocaine Holiday is released. Followed up by another album in 2017, his 4th studio album. And this is where apparently we're going to see a turn. Because this 4th studio album is called I Need Rehab. So he apparently broke the first rule, which is don't get high on your own supply.
Don't get high on your own supply, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
So we're at I Need Rehab. All right.
I think that's number 4, actually.
That's number 4.
I'd have to look up. No, I'm saying, I think that's number 4 in Biggie's list.
Oh. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I think. Well, that's the crack commandments. This is cocaine, so there might be different commandments. I don't know.
Man, I have no idea. Okay, so then we start the 5 albums of 2018. The first of which, you like that?
You broke me.
Oh man. Okay, so the first of these is Bipolar. Yeah.
Great.
Yep. All right. Okay, and then we're back in it. We're right back in it with Time for Murder. Yeah.
Okay. Well, not drug dealing, but
no, but now he's a hitman, I guess. I don't know. Okay, and then we have another revelation of sorts, because then the next one is Angels and Demons. Starting to see another theme here. And then that's followed up by Bulletproof. So we have Bipolar.
So
Time for Murder, Angels and Demons, and then Bulletproof. So
yeah.
So all right.
So what I'm assuming is he read that Dan Brown book.
Possibly.
And had to write an album about it, and then I'm assuming he saw that Bulletproof Monk.
Oh,
movie,
right.
And had to write an album.
Okay, well then, the very last, the most recent studio album that's at least on Wikipedia. I don't know if he's released anything else. The last album is Facing My Demons.
Facing His Demons.
So we're back to recognizing that he has a problem.
So we're back to Rehab Part 2. And then there's the first album of 2019. Man, I hate Rehab so much. I like cocaine.
God, I hope so. So yeah. I have a distinct feeling that if this episode ever falls on the ears of this man, we're both gonna die. Horribly. However, our podcast only has about 30 listeners, so I'm not worried about it.
So if you're in the mall buying 40 bricks straight blow, or pounds of Molly, or pints of lean, or pounds of Molly, please do not mention Stitches, this podcast to Stitches, because he will come to murder us.
Right. So yeah. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. But he has love for his haters.
He does have love for his haters.
So, I hope it's like a quick killing. Like, he doesn't skin us alive and then.
Oh, also, he does think very highly of himself. In fact, he calls himself A1.
A1, that is the last song on the album, I believe.
No. Man, we listened to this song in a different order.
That is album in a different order? Oh, okay.
Because,
well, I didn't really, I don't know.
Okay. Because A1 is
really
A1 is like halfway through the album. It's like 7 of 14.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know who the fuck, Cinemax is?
Yeah, DJ Cinemax. DJ Cinemax is all over this album.
Yes, he's 3-4 times? Yeah, 4 times.
At least. Also DJ Ace. He's in here.
I think that's the first, the first time I heard DJ Ace, where the fuck happened to Cinemax? Who the fuck is Ace?
Well, no, see, DJ Ace intros and outros the whole album.
Oh.
Yeah.
The fuck is DJ Ace? Like, where the fuck did Cinemax go?
I don't know.
Did he not make the cut for the whole album? That sucks.
I don't know. But, Cinemax is mentioned a lot, or he introduces himself a lot, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah.
And then there's the song Boatload.
Yes.
Which is a reference on how he,
brings his drugs into the country.
How he gets his drugs too.
Well, it makes sense because he's in Miami.
He is in Miami, yes. And so he gets it by the boatload. And he rhymes boatload with oh no. And weapon with section.
God damn it.
So, yeah. So hey, if I didn't remember, hey Caleb, thanks again for recommending this album.
Yeah.
This was very enlightening.
It was fucking awful to listen to, but
I wanted to jag fucking glass into my ears at every moment.
But it was entertaining to talk about.
Another thing, he definitely mentions that he would sell cocaine to a pregnant girl.
Yes, he does. God damn it. I forgot. That is the line of this album.
He's a lifesaver?
Yeah, I don't know. What fucking song is that? What song is that? I don't even remember.
I don't know. I just wrote DJ Aces and,
I'm gonna guess, hold on. I'm gonna guess
cocaine to a pregnant girl.
I'm gonna guess that's I'm Just a Gangsta. Hold on. I'm going through. I actually found the lyrics for this song. No, maybe not. Okay. So me reading lyrics isn't fun. I get that.
I don't know, but he does definitely say he will sell cocaine to a pregnant girl.
He does. He does. He says it a lot in that song.
A lot. He does mention it more than once, which
he really does.
It's kind of like in the chorus of the song.
Yeah.
So,
and he follows that up with that like you said, he's a lifesaver.
Which I'm not sure how that coincides, but he definitely believes that.
He really does. I don't know. And so like I said, I did find some lyrics for this album. Not all of the songs have lyrics, mind you. Only about 7 of them do. And a lot of these lyrics have like little question marks in the middle of the line because they don't know what the fuck he's saying.
So Genius Lyrics didn't exactly jump all over this one.
No. I'm guessing that Genius Lyrics is mostly like user input.
Oh, okay.
Cause it runs in my blood, fool.
It does run in his blood. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I found it. It's one of the songs that they do have lyrics for. It's called Dirty Game.
Dirty Game.
It's, and the line, the chorus, it's the chorus of the song. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty world. I sell cocaine to a pregnant girl. Ain't no telling what I do for that paper. And when it comes to selling dope, I got a major. And this is 40 pounds of weed, 40 different flavors. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm a lifesaver.
I'm a lifesaver.
Saver.
Saver.
Every day of my life I'm counting papers. I'm Stitches, but I'm also your loyal savior. That is the chorus of the song Dirty Game. And man, it's a song. It's not a great one, but it's a song.
It's definitely a song.
This is apparently one of the ones that has a music video because I'm staring at the sidebar on the lyrics for Dirty Game and it says music video and I can play it. I'm not going to. Shane, I left a question out of our quiz.
Oh, lucky me.
How does he feel about the popo or the
He's not
feds?
a fan. Of the feds in particular. I'm not sure about the police, but the feds, he is not a fan.
No, he's not. Because he says
He's
fuck
not.
the feds in a few different places, I believe.
Oh, a lot of times.
So
yeah. He's not a fan of...
No, he does not like... He really does not like the DEA.
No, he doesn't.
So, yeah.
So, apparently, when I was doing quote-unquote research, I did come across an article from the Miami Herald about Stitches the rapper who was arrested, who got arrested for parking in a handicapped spot at a Whole Foods, and the cops, he gave a joint to the cops that he had, and then they found a Glock with an unregistered Glock and a lot of Oxycontin.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
I am not fucking kidding you. And he got community service for that.
That was not in his Wikipedia article.
It was damn sure an article in the Miami. In fact, the headline is Stitches, rapper with stupid tattoos avoids jail time in Miami Beach.
Like, how the fuck, with Oxycontin, handing a joint to a cop and having a fucking Glock, do you not
get unregistered weapon?
An unregistered weapon, do you not get any jail time?
He damn sure didn't.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why your lawyer's your best friend.
You know,
that's why.
Like, did they not, like, I'm sure the cop didn't just, because you know that this motherfucker rides around listening to his own goddamn music. Like, I'm surprised they didn't, and he probably has a bag of mixtapes sitting in his car. Like, I'm surprised they didn't, you know, when they towed the car, listen to one of these mixtapes just to get a laugh and be like, oh, we should search his house, too.
Well, you could probably have to get a warrant. That's probably probable cause ain't gonna get you to a warrant.
No, but but a bag of Oxycontin, a joint, and an unregistered weapon in your car will.
Possibly.
I'm just saying. Like,
I'm sure. Well, if he's got what was it? A master's in drug dealing, I'm sure he knows how to avoid such things.
I guess so.
And I'm sure his you know,
his best friend?
Primary address is not the one on his license. Is not where he keeps all of his.
Yeah, you're probably right. So yeah, he grew up in a suburb of Miami, not actually like inner city Miami. He dropped out of high school.
No.
He began.
He spells drugs. He spells drugs correctly. He knows what a triple P balance is.
Yeah. He began, according to Wikipedia, he began selling marijuana and guns to support himself after moving to South Beach from Miami. A claim that has been backed up by his siblings. Let's read these. Let's see. Oh my God. There's another article. So I'm looking at the references from Wikipedia. And there's several articles. One of them is titled "The White Gucci Mane Stitches Brick in Your Face." Yeah, okay. There's an article called "Viral Rapper Stitches: Some Truth, Many Questions," and that was released by the Miami New Times. Let's see. Here's one. Here's one. Here's an article by a publication called Complex. The title of the article is "Meet Stitches, the unsigned 18-year-old Miami rapper with an AK-47 tattooed on his face."
I forgot. He does have a tattoo of an AK-47 on his face.
There's another article by Complex that is titled "This video by unsigned 18-year-old Miami rapper Stitches is the sound of mainlining 12 Red Bulls." So Complex, I don't know who you are, but man, I like your publication. Or I like your writers. I like your writers a lot. I think I just inserted a small clip, because the video audio played when I opened this website. So I think there's a little bit of an intro, that Shane probably didn't hear. So David Drake is a freelance writer from Chicago that writes for Complex, and David Drake wrote both of these articles that have hilarious titles. David Drake, I love you.
Yes, Mr. Drake, if you're listening.
Oh fuck.
May we please. No.
David Drake interviewed him about his video "Brick in Your Face." You want me to read this interview to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
They do.
All right. So this writer from Complex interviews Stitches. Where are you from originally? I'm from Miami. I'm 18, Cuban Greek. What neighborhood did you grow up in? I was everywhere, man. I was doing everything, thugging it out. Cuban Greek. Okay. Interesting. Where did the idea for this video come from? It came from my head, and I just made it. It was something simple to me. My boy Chris shot the video, but the ideas in the video were all actually mine. I came up with all the ideas myself. The Hellraiser theme, all of it. It came to my head real quick. Got high as fuck and came up with it. Then he follows that up with, okay, well, are you a fan of the Hellraiser movies? Nah, I just had the mask and it jumped in my head to put it up there. Okay. It's a pretty extreme video. Was there something you were trying to get across with the choices you made making it? I just wanted to express my life. That's part of my life, you know? I got a different types of music, but that's my turned up music. I got crunk bangers, the ones you just vibe out to. I'm about to drop another video on Friday. What's the name of that song? You'll see it Friday, man. I'm not even gonna say it. And they put the slang in the article.
David Drake, you're my new fucking hero, man.
He is, man. All right, so he continues. You have a very distinct look. The tattoo on your face, is that some of that face paint? How did you come up with that look? That's all how I look. The stitches on my mouth, what I stand for is no snitching. Know what I mean? I don't like no snitch. There's no face paint, none of that. It's just who I am. I'm about what I say in my music. You just listen and it'll speak for itself. That's basically all I can say, you know? Okay? I don't know what it was like in your family, but if I'd gotten a tattoo like that, my mom would have flipped out. God damn it. I've been living on my own since I was like 14 years old, so it ain't shit. There was no saying if I could get it or not. I've been inked out. I got that on my face when I was 16. I've had all those tats on me already. I had a different lifestyle, man. I grew up fast. I've been living on my own, doing my own thing, making music, money, just hustling. I got a kid. I got a son. I got a second kid about to be here. So he's 18. He's got one kid and another one coming. He says, how old is your son? 9 months. The other one's about to come 2 or 3 months. How long have you been doing music? Since I was young. Whatever. Saw this song. How many mixtapes you got? Let's see. Is there anything else? So, I mean, this dude, I guess he grew up on the street according to him.
Himself?
Yeah. Let's see. Scott Storch is apparently one of his producers. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know. Like he's got here's one. Do you have a favorite rapper? At the moment, I would say Juicy J. All right. So Juicy J was his favorite rapper at the ripe young age of 18. So yeah, he's all about that thug lifestyle, and according to himself, he's been on the street since he was 14, and so it's very possible he lived an extremely rough life, and really did grow up selling drugs.
Yeah, and he got a face tattoo at 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he dropped out of high school when he was 14, so when he was a freshman. So he didn't go to high school.
He didn't make it very far.
No, I don't think he attended one day. Yeah.
Huh.
So.
All right. Well,
yeah.
That's way more than I wanted to know about this shit.
So yeah, David Drake, you are just, you're just a gem.
You are my new hero. How did you do that without a straight face?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. The other album the other article that David Drake writes is, does not include an interview. Unfortunately.
We missed out on all his sublime wisdom that comes from Stitches.
To anybody listening to this, we do actually appreciate when you suggest albums, and we will go through them even if we think they're awful and we just make fun of the artist the entire time. We will still go through it. And Caleb, this is not being sarcastic. I really do appreciate you listening and suggesting an album.
For sure. Fuck you for your suggestion. But,
I mean, I knew it was going to be bad.
Yeah.
I've known Caleb for over a decade, and I knew as soon as he suggested an album, it was going to be either god awful or really goddamn funny. This was a little bit of both.
It was very eye-opening. I knew whenever he said something, I was like, "Oh no, this is going to be not good."
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was.
So yeah, that's Stitches. Anything else you got to say about?
No, man. I think I've talked a lot on this album. So what?
Yeah,
you got anything else?
That's pretty much all I got too. You want to rate it?
Oh, I forgot about, yeah, we need to do that. We need to rate this.
So on a scale of 0 to 40 bricks of blow,
I like that.
Straight
I like
blow,
that.
how many bricks would be on that triple beam balance?
Oh man. Oh, that's tough. Man. Oh, God, this might be the toughest decision I've had yet. Wow. We're gonna go with a solid 1 out of 40.
I'm very much gonna agree. However, I'm gonna put a slight twist on it. I'm gonna say it's 1 brick minus a key bump taken out of it.
No, I mean, okay, so for real though, like
with the shaky hand of 12 mainline Red Bulls.
yeah, and it's gonna be done using a pinky nail that you've grown out for the past 6 months that you also haven't washed and is on the same hand you wipe with, so it's inadvertently got a little bit of shit on it. Yeah.
Through a Hellraiser mask that you've never seen.
No, I mean, there was a couple of times when I got a chuckle out of this, but for real, this is bad.
Yeah, no,
the beats are all real generic. It comes in yelling, it goes out yelling with every song. They're all about drug dealing, fucking chicks, and killing. And it's not very creative.
No.
Shane, would you recommend somebody listen to this album?
No.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. I don't consume much hip hop to begin with, and this is not something that I would want somebody to grind through.
Yeah. If I were to buy cocaine from a drug dealer, I might recommend this to him.
Okay.
That would be about it.
If I were to buy cocaine from Stitches himself, I would listen to his mixtape or his album that he hands to me when he inadvertently hands me my 8-ball or whatever I'm buying from him. He probably hands out his albums, CDs now, or USB
I'm sure
drives
he
or whatever.
hands out. Yeah, I'm sure he hands out his CD with like a line on it, already raised up and like
right. So just to keep my relationship with this clearly insane man with tons of facial tattoos that's selling me these drugs, I would listen to it. That way, next time I called him for drugs and he said, "Hey man, how'd you like that album?" I could at least name off a song or two and be like, "Oh yeah, man, fucking Mail was dope," or some shit.
Yeah, I would lie. I would very much lie.
Yeah.
Because he does scare me.
Yeah.
And I would not like to get a coked up drug dealer angry at me.
Right. So did you have a favorite song on this album? Oh man, that's hard to say.
Well, if Stitches himself put a gun to my head, I would say, you know what? There was one. I didn't write it down though. There was one where it was a kind of regretful song where he said, something about, he would kind of want to go back on his ways and how, drug dealing's hard.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember the name of the song, but it's there. Maybe Don't Tell Nobody or no, Boatload.
All right.
It'd have to be Boatload. It'd have to be Boatload because he does sell cocaine to a pregnant girl.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's something
that's
Dirty Game.
I don't know.
That's Dirty Game. Yeah.
No, I have to say, no, I'd still go with Boatload.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go, gun to my head. I'm going to go, fuck. I guess I'm going I'm gonna have to go with Love for My Haters, because it shows he has some love in his heart, and maybe he'll have mercy upon me and not blow my brains out.
This is true. When he puts the gun to my head, he says, "But you had love for your haters."
Right before I kill them, fool.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I don't have a fucking slug for him too.
Right. So yeah, kind of a short podcast this time around. We know usually we go something like an hour and a half. This one's probably going to be under an hour. It happens. I think we got some good content in there. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
so moving forward, I was going to say, I know we kind of talked about it earlier about doing an atmosphere album, but if it doesn't break your heart, can we change the album? I don't know if you started listening to the other one already or not.
No, I haven't. I downloaded it on Spotify, and then I haven't gotten past that yet because I was listening to yesterday's Tadpog episode.
Oh, okay. Can we change instead of doing God Loves Ugly, let's do Seven's Travels. I think that's a better, I like the lyrics better on God Loves Ugly, but I think the Seven's Travels is a better all around album. Like it has better beats and stuff like that. So.
All right.
I prefer it.
All right, hold on. Let me get to Atmosphere's artist page and download that album, and then I will be. What the fuck? Oh, it's called Seven's Travels.
Seven's Travels, yeah.
All right, let me find it. This way I don't forget. You know what? Let's just. I'll find it in a minute. Okay. So thanks for listening, everybody. Find us wherever you get your podcasts: iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, SadPandaPresents.com, Facebook.com/SadPandaPresentsPodcast. Wherever you get your albums, leave us some reviews. Get in touch with us. Facebook's the best place to do that. Let us know if you want us to check out one of your favorite albums or just some random album you found probably on YouTube is where I'm guessing Caleb found this. Let us know. Be like Caleb. Reach out. Suggest albums. I still had fun recording this episode regardless of the garbage album that was requested. It was still a lot of fun to dog on this dude, and thanks again, Caleb. That's for real. Thanks. Love you, Bubba. So next time we're going to be talking about Seven's Travels by Atmosphere. And that's what I got. You got anything else?
No. Again, thank you, Caleb. I have a love-hate relationship with you right now, but I do love you. And thank you for opening my eyes to the wonderful world of Stitches. I'll never forget, regardless of how much vodka I try to rub it out with.
So
I'm listening to it.
Right. So that's the show, everybody. Thanks again for listening. See you next time.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thanks for listening. Bye, guys.
Okay, dude, so I fucked up.
What's up?
Well, I said, if I had to choose a favorite song, gun to my head, that I would have picked, whatever song I picked. I don't even fucking remember. I should have said, why? Stitches, if only you had written a song about rape, I could get on board.
Oh man, you missed that opportunity real hard.
Yeah, I totally did. But fuck it.
Well.